I think you stay with me. Yes, yes, y'all. Like we say each and every time, you're welcome to Prime Time. See, the M is small and the M is silent because sometimes in life, the smaller opportunities will quietly lead you to the big opportunities. I go by the name of the Entertainer. Follow me on all social media platforms at Entertainer and even on Cash App. Today, tonight, what depending on what geographic location you're in. I got my man AR with me. Goes by the name of Adam Rees. He's hailing from the city of Wilmington, NC, which is what we're talking about, North Cackalack, North Carolina, home of the legendary Michael Jordan. Tonight, like I said, Mr. Adam Rees has a background in sales, a background in marketing. He's what they call the CDO. If you're looking for the CEO, we got the CDO, the Chief Distribution Officer. Where is he the CDO at? We call this IFG, baby. IFG. That got a ring to it. Adam Rees and IFG. And it stands for the Innovative Financial Group. Go to their website today. Go to their website tonight, even tomorrow. TeamIFG.com. Mr. Rees, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, I'm so excited to meet you. I put your name on my tie.
That's right. I like that. That's impressive. I need to get one of those for sure.
Hey, give me your neck size and I'll send you one. Give me your neck.
All right, it's a deal.
It's a blessing. With your sales and marketing background, I did my research and one of the key words was service. So through the word service, I'm going to ask you a few questions. And then at the end, if there's anything else we'd like to add, we're going to get into that.
I love it.
The essence for sales. Tell us about your background in sales and how you become a natural at it.
Absolutely. Well, it's like, it's something that, you can obviously be born with the gift of sales, right? You have the gift of gab and the gift of talk, but it's something that over time you develop. And I've been really, really blessed in my adult life. Out of college, I worked a little bit in politics and then worked on Capitol Hill a little bit, which I think is the ultimate sale, right? No matter what side you're on. Did everything in the very beginning when I first got out of school, from selling windows door to door to, then I opened a marketing company, had a very successful marketing company before we got into insurance. And then my brother, who's the majority owner of IFG, and our leader, he got me into the insurance business, a little bit to my resistance, because I was comfortable, happy doing what I was doing. And he convinced me, and honestly, it was probably the best gift he ever gave me. Not only do I get to be the chief distribution officer at IFG, but we have 9,000 agents across the country that work with us. I get to work with my best friend, who's my brother, every single day. I'm a lucky guy, man. I'm really, really blessed. We've had a lot of really cool things going on. So we started at IFG about 6 years ago, and it's exploded. So yeah, that's a little bit of my background in sales.
I got an idea for you to send out to your 9,000 salespeople. You give them the formula for Rees, and Rees stands for Raising Expectations, Empower Sales.
Did you just come up with that? I love that.
Like you said, the gift of gab. One of my gifts is Derricknyms, and I have a gift to turn names into positive messages. So tell them it's not just a dream; it's about the sales team and raising expectations, empower sales.
Hey, that. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's brilliant. I love it.
Hey man, you inspire me, man. You inspire me.
Thank you.
The E is for excellence. One of your standards is excellence. How can others that are maybe listening in, or others that that may listen in later on, how can they strive for excellence each day?
Well, excellence is like the end goal, right? Excellence is what you achieve in what you want to achieve at the end of the process. And I always tell our sales team that in order to achieve excellence, you need to really love and embrace the process. My brother is a huge proponent of loving the process, not even the result. Because if you love the process, the result's going to ultimately happen. And one of the things that we do, especially at the corporate level with our executive team, is really holding them to a standard that's higher than maybe their own, higher than what their expectations were when they came in. Higher the bar you set, and you know this, you're in education, you've obviously been very successful. So when you're striving for excellence, people always look at the end goal, right? And they're always, but it's the journey to get to that that really defines not just who you are, but what your company represents and how you do. So, excellence to me is, obviously what you shoot for every day. It's the standard that you hold yourself to, but it's also the end result. And there's so much that happens in between. A lot of people say, when you look at somebody's birth and their death, the dash is really what matters. And it's true. It's no different than this. When you get into sales, you get into business, it's not the end result. It's not where you started. It's that in between that really, really counts. And so, yeah, that's how I would kind of define what excellence means to us here at IFG and to me personally.
Hey, see, you just inspired me. See, the dash, right? You know what the dash means?
What's that?
To be excellent, you got to develop Adam's sales habits.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, and you got to have recess to get the process.
That's right. I am. Next interview I do, I'm wearing a bow tie just like that. I promise.
I'm pretty man. We having fun, man.
Yeah.
The R's for relationships. How important are relationships in your business?
I think relationships are important in any business, whether it's sales or whether it's, something outside of sales. Listen, relationships at the end of the day, especially within our space, is, whether you're dealing with a client, that's building a relationship. I always tell our salespeople that sometimes, these sales gurus and things like that, they overcomplicate the process. All it is building a relationship with the individual that you're sitting across from. If you can build that relationship, you can build that trust, ultimately that's going to lead to success in the field, right? Selling and having success. So to me, relationships is just about, building that bond between, the person. Now, I look at relationships a little differently now. I'm not in the field. I don't sell because we're really, really busy, as you can imagine, with all those agents. But the relationships that I have with my agents and our brokers that work at IFG, and not only that, but the relationship I have with the people that I report to and that I, work with on a day-to-day basis, like my brother and Josh and Ryan, the other two owners. It's important. The more that you develop those relationships, the more success you'll have, on the back end. Kind of the same thing like excellence, right? The more that you can develop those relationships, I think the better off you're going to be, not just from a professional standpoint, but from a personal standpoint as well. So I think it's important.
Hey, appreciate it. The V is for vision. How did your brother and you all get the vision for IFG?
Well, I'm not here to take claim, for the vision of IFG. I would love to, but I wasn't. Prior to me getting in the industry, like I said, my brother was kind of the leader of, and still is to this day, the leader of our organization. And he's the one gift that he has is not only the practice of having the vision, having the goals, but then implementing the processes to achieve, the vision. Our goal from day one has always been, even when there were just 4 of us, was to be the largest IMO, which is independent marketing organization for non-insurance people. It's the name of our, genre of business and what we do. We wanted to be the largest in the country. We're not quite there yet, but we're on our way. And, having the vision for that, especially when there's only 4 of you, can be, a lot of people laughed at him. And a lot of people said, no way. Well, not only do we have 9,000 amazing agents, agency owners, brokers, and partners, but we've got, they were responsible last year for over $200 million in production. So, that's, if you would have told us 6 years ago when it was just, us out in the field trying to sell insurance, that was going to be a reality, that vision, I probably would have, kind of said you're crazy. But he didn't. He believed in it. And I think vision and goals go hand in hand, right? I think that it's the same thing. If you have a vision for something, you should have a goal for it. And the one thing he's very good at, not just, with our agents, but even with the leadership, is really making us believe in that vision and buying into that. And even with, my team, you always want to make sure that they're buying into whatever it is that you want to achieve.
Right. Because success is alphabetical. The B comes before the C.
Amen.
You got to see it.
That's
One
correct.
of your other standards is integrity. How does this help or hurt you? How does
Well, I see it as a win, right? When people ask me, what do we do different here at Innovative opposed to other places? Not that they don't have integrity, they do. There's amazing organizations out there who would be our quote unquote competitors. But the one thing that we really strive on, like you said, it's on our website, it's in our purpose statement, is that we do everything with integrity. Now, what does that mean, right? Integrity can mean a lot of things to people. It's doing the right thing, even when it's hard. To me, that's what integrity is. If you can do the right thing, even in those situations where it's difficult, because it's easy to do the right thing when you're being rewarded for it, but when you're doing the right thing when it's tough, when you might lose money, when you might, lose a deal, that's important. I tell my agents all the time, when I was in the field, there was a lot of times when I was meeting with a client who just did not need the services that we provided, whether they already had it or it just didn't make sense. Having that integrity to be honest with the client and be honest with whoever it is that you're speaking with, I think really makes a difference. And honestly, that, there's been many homes that I walked out of when I was in the field that maybe, I told them it wasn't a right fit for them, that I got a phone call later on, saying it wasn't then, but it is now. Can we do business with you because we trust you? So, integrity is important in everything that you do, in all aspects of life, right? But it's really, really important when you're dealing in business, because unfortunately in the business world, it's something that's not always there. It's lacking. So it's definitely a driving force for who we are and what we try to do. So
I like that, man, because in the word integrity is the word grit. You have to stick to what you believe in. Absolutely. And then at the end is the letter Y. That's your purpose. Why you do it every day.
I love that. I speak about that all the time. Why? I love it. So
the C is for casualty. Please share insight to others out there that may want to know about the importance of property and the casualty products that you offer, including home, auto, and commercial.
Absolutely. So one of the things, we talked about vision, right? One of the visions that Ty had early on was he wanted to be a one-stop shop in our world. And what I mean by that is that, there's a lot of different platforms within the insurance space that you can specialize in. And a lot of organizations, they'll focus on, final expense or retirement planning or PNC but there's very few organizations that not only have the ability to give contracts out for each platform, but also to give the support, the training, and the resources that agents need in order to be successful. And property and casualty is one of those divisions for us. It's really important. I always say there's things that people want and there's things that people need. Property and casualty is something they need. They absolutely need to have it. If you own a car, you have to have insurance on your car. If you own a home, you have to have it on your home. And there's so many different options out there. One of the things that's different, there's two different types of agencies out there. We're what they call a broker. And what that means is that we represent not just one company, like let's just say Nationwide, right? We represent multiple. Now, that's beneficial for the client for many different reasons. One is that we have the ability to kind of shop around and try to find not just the best price, but the best plan. But the other piece of that that's important is that you're not trying to fit, a square block into a round hole, right? And when you're kind of pigeonholed and only selling one product or one carrier, sometimes that can happen. In property and casualty, it's crucial. You have to have it, and it's a division that it's one of our newer divisions as we've kind of rolled it out, but it's absolutely crucial to not only what we do, but just to the entire insurance industry.
The E is for employment. You mentioned you had 9,000 people working with you. How can others connect with you so they can maybe possibly look into some of these great opportunities?
Absolutely. So first, you can go to our website, www.teamifg.com. There's a section on there where you can reach out to us and you can get more information on how to become an agent, whether you're currently working at another agency or maybe you're just doing something different and you're looking for a new career path. Obviously this time in our world is very volatile, and unfortunately there's a lot of individuals out there that are without employment just because of the nature of what we're dealing with as a globe and really as a country. We're one of the industries that have not only been able to survive it, but we've thrived in it just based on what it is that we do and the services that we provide. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get into the insurance space, I'd love to talk to you or have somebody on my team talk to you. You can visit our website, our Facebook page, just look up Innovative Financial Group and you'll see it, and reach out to us that way. I'd love to talk to you. Like I said, I'm very, very proud of the team and the organization that we've built. And I would love to have, whoever's listening who's interested, reach out to us. That mean a lot.
Okay, Adam, before we go, is there anything that you'd like to share or discuss that we may have missed out on? Like how IFG is giving back to, charities and even in the community?
No, and I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. No, listen, it's at the core of who we are. Giving back is very, very important. We have our own nonprofit. It's called Innovative Forward. And Innovative Forward then goes on and gives to multiple different charities, whether it's, for kids that are in the hospital, whether it's, different, all types of things, cancer, you name it. And then we distribute that. We're actually currently running a contest with our agents, fourth quarter sales contest, where they're going to be, the top 5 people are going to be rewarded with monetary gifts for them. But then what we've decided to do is we're going to match that and give away, I think it's like close to $30,000 to charity in the fourth quarter. So it's very, very crucial and it's important to us. You can have all the money in the world and have all the success in the world, but if you're not giving and you're not doing the right thing, what's
the name of that again?
Innovative Forward is the name of the charity. Yep.
F-O-U-R?
I'm sorry?
Is that Innovative, the F-O-U-R?
Yeah, Innovative is named after Innovative Financial Group. Yep. So Innovative Forward. We've done a bunch of different things. We gave last Christmas in Wilmington, there was an underprivileged school where they had a reading contest, and then they gave away free bike to the winner of the essay contest that they were holding. But then we decided to kind of take it a step further, and we gave bikes to every single, I believe it was 3rd grade student in the school. We had this big assembly that was really, really cool. We've given some school supplies to underprivileged kids. It's something that's, like I said, it's something that is really, really, really important to who we are and what we do.
Okay. Hey, great episode. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we close out?
I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on. It means a lot. Like I said, I'm going to get me one of those ties. Next time you guys see me in an interview, I'll be wearing it. But no, I appreciate you having me on.
We're gonna connect after the interview so I can get your information so we can make it.
That's right.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, a great gentleman. Some call AR, call Adam Rees. Like we said, he's gonna go back and tell the sales staff, raising expectations empower sales. And it's a blessing. Young man from Wilmington, North Carolina, the home of Michael Jordan. His background was in sales and marketing, and now he's a CDO, Chief Distribution Officer.
That's right.
You about to see a lot of people say, man, I'm a CDO now. But that's a blessing. Somebody has to start the trend.
That's right.
Coming from IFG, the Innovative Financial Group. Check them out on their website, TImefG.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a blessing to do prime time. Like I said, the M is small and the M is silent, because in life, the smaller things will quietly lead you to the bigger opportunities. Follow me once again at Entertainer on all social media and Cash App. And like I tell people everywhere I go, watch what you say and watch what you do, because the things you say and do may be the only school that someone ever sees. And until next time, it's a blessing that you spent time with us. And my friend Zay Sanford of Zay Sanford Music at Twitter and Instagram, he brought us in, and now he's going to take us away.